drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, 4 down. Check.
Regular.
You got tape.
A handoff to Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch out.
The toss out to Barkley. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Throwing is Allen on third. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
50 set. Wait, 20. Set 56. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Hey, ball 66. 56, Mike, 56. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Bend it. Slam. Alert. Hey, 66.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Allen now on first down. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle, he completes it to Hurd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, first down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Still one more game to get to here in Week 13, and it comes your way tomorrow night. Monday Night Football up in what should be a cold but obviously always noisy CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Vikings and Seahawks, 8:15 Eastern. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Check it, reload.
Now Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And now running right through it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Alpha. 56, right there, 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. Hey, check it. Hey, do. 56 is the Mike. You run. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go on. No, 66.
On first down, Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To try again after the sack. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Ready? Check back 54. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Dorsett on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, 56, right there. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready? Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Alpha.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this.
The Texans take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Man, I got to go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
20, 56. Let's go, let's go. Go, Bandit. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, wahoo. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 Linda. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now on first down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
72.
Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Shadow. Rush in. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Like 23-19. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Kill.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check. Lucky. Middle. Watch the twist.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Mike Bennett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Tight dog.
Now Saquon Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that 53. 56 is the mic. I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. Back now in Houston, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
On play action, Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
This is Barkley. Big hold of the 30. And some room to roam now. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 72.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Check 56.
Throwing again on second down. Brady trying to lay. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56 to Mike. Hey, Roy. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I got you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Target. Rip. Target. Hey.
Now Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Trigger! 50 Bravo!
That's what I do.
Mike 56! Mike 56! Get your swerve on! 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. And what's that? And what's the packet? Mike 56. Mike 56. Rabbit. Hey, go 66.
On third and long, it's Brady. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 56. Check it. Reload. Check Mike. 56. Mike 56. Let me go.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. And this Texans defense stands tall. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Throwing on second down. Allen complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now it's Barkley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Come on, D. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Spinning past him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Wait, 20. 56. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Check.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. One final try now for Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th